you can get into the Teen Titans. You could get into the Titans. You could get into Deathstroke, and that would bring you into the Lazarus contract. You may remember the old Judas contract, where we had Terra infiltrating the Titans on behalf of Deathstroke, picking up the Hive contract, and Deathstroke and Terra bringing the Titans down. This is where Dick Grayson takes on the mantle of Nightwing, and this is where Joseph is introduced as Jericho. Well, this is a sequel to that, if you will. The Lazarus contract has Deathstroke stealing the Speed Force from the New 52 version of Wally West, as well as Wally West, who's come back, and using the speed power to go back in time and change time for the benefit of his elder son, Grant. And of course, Deathstroke has run back in time to save Grant, the child with whom he has had the most fractured relationship out of his 3 children. And this gives Joseph some reason to say, hey, what's up? You know, I'm the son that loved you, I'm the son that was there, but you're going to travel back in time and put all this stuff in jeopardy for Grant? Well, Deathstroke's got to smooth that one out. He's got to smooth things out with his daughter, Rose. You may remember her as the second Ravager. Lots going on with the Titans, with the Teen Titans, with Deathstroke. Again, Rebirth has a lot going on. 24 issues now, so approximately 1 year later, this is where we are with DC's Rebirth. There are so many new characters that you can get into, so many classic characters that you can get into. If you were in along with the New 52, much of these storylines run right along smoothly and just pick up from the point where Wally West is reintroduced. Wally West, the elder Wally West, redheaded kid Wally West, is currently found in the pages of the Titans, along with Donna Troy, and along with Starfire, and along with Nightwing, along with Roy Harper. That's your elder Titans. Your younger Teen Titans actually look a little bit like the version of the Cartoon Network Teen Titans Go Titans. So you have Garfield, who is now going by Beast Boy again, and you have Damian Wayne in the role of Robin, and you have a group that looks more and feels more like that version, only not quite so cartoony. We still have a Suicide Squad, we still have a Green Lantern Corps, we still have Simon and Jessica, Simon Baz and Jessica Cruz as our Earthbound Green Lanterns, who have currently been taken to the living planet Mogo, where they can be trained in the Corps alongside of the alien Lanterns. Guess what? They will also be trained alongside of the Sinestro Corps, currently led not by Sinestro, but by Sinestro's daughter. That's right, Sinestro's daughter is now leading the Corps, and the 2 corps, the Green Lantern Corps and the Sinestro Corps, are working together in a common goal. This isn't a smooth transition. We will see, or you would see, had you been there, Arkillo of the Yellow Lantern Corps and Guy Gardner of the Green Lantern Corps come to physical blows and fight it out. And now that they've fought it out and found new respect for each other, they are showing the other Lanterns how to work together. Kind of surprising that Guy Gardner would be a peacemaker, but there it is. Wonder Woman. Greg Rucka's Wonder Woman. 2 different stories happening in the pages of this book, alternating issues, odd-numbered issues being contemporary stories, even-numbered issues being the Year One stories, going back to Wonder Woman's origin, getting back to how she left Themyscira and why, and where that brings us. Greg Rucka has introduced us to the concept that poor Wonder Woman has never actually ever returned to Themyscira, that everything she believed about her origins and believed about her past is in fact a lie, false memories put in there, and she has never again seen her mother since leaving the first time. Well, there's a lot of story going on in Wonder Woman, and you definitely want to check that out. The DC Rebirth has an awful lot to offer for both old fans and new fans. I'm a big fan myself, and the character that I personally am looking for, I know you're going to ask, well, Troy David, who do you want to see in the Rebirth that you haven't seen yet? This guy, John Jones, the Manhunter from Mars. John Jones was a founding member of the Justice League of America, and at one point in time, John Jones had been in every single incarnation of the Justice League. I want to see him come back. I want to see him back in that team. I want to see him pick up the flag of his tradition and continue to go on. He's an amazing character with a lot of depth, a lot of history, interesting power set. He's powerful like a Kryptonian, and he can turn invisible, change shapes, and has telepathy. He is an excellent and even dangerous character. He could be the most powerful member of the Justice League ever. I think Grant Morrison certainly thought so. And I'm going to agree with Mr. Grant Morrison. That I'm going to go with that one. So yeah, who do I want to see? Anyone from DC Comics watching this? Jeff Johns, Dan DiDio, any of y'all? John Jones, Manhunter from Mars. This guy needs to come back in pages of Rebirth. Maybe he needs a brief miniseries. Maybe he needs to just be back in the Justice League, but he needs to be somewhere you need to be using him. That's it in a nutshell. I could go on about all the things that I'd love to see, and you might actually want to sit there and listen to it, or you might not. You might want to get down to your local comic book store and start buying some back issues of DC's Rebirth, because if you haven't been checking it out, you need to be checking that out. Thanks for joining me here in Woodbridge, Virginia at Flashback Comics. And if you haven't had a chance to get into the store yet, well, hey, it's the summertime now. Time to use up some of that vacation. School's out. Make your way on in here, and I will happily talk comics with you all day long.